If I'm right that AI plus robots is infinite productive units, and you see how fast it's coming, you literally are not capable of understanding what an economy looks like beyond 2030. That's the problem I've got here. I'm not concerned about the cliff of death, right, that we're going through. I found an asset that I can invest in, crypto, or I could buy technology, and it's offsetting the mess of the debasement, so I'm fine. What's harder is to say, what the hell does an economy mean after 2030 when you've got endless AI and robots and AGI? What is a company? What value do you provide in that world, or I provide?
Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to BitcoinZilla, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. BitcoinZilla offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with BitcoinZilla. Subscribe now. In today's video, Real Vision co-founder and CEO Raoul discusses the latest market action and shares his key takeaways from how to save your future. Raoul explores the evolving tech investing landscape, the transformative impact of AI, crypto's role in shaping future wealth management strategies, and more. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video.
You are being slaughtered and you don't realize it. It all happened already. It is underway. And everybody's waiting for that. All the assets are down 90%. It can't happen. It simply can't happen because it all happened in 2008. In 2008, the world stopped. The whole debt system blew up. We had to have a debt jubilee of resetting all government debts around the world at zero so we could afford to service it. We've kept rates low. We've been then using the balance sheet of all of the central banks just to pay the interest on the debt from the previous cycles. This is this everything code thesis that you and I have talked about. So we are paying the debts by printing money, pure debasement. The system broke in 2008. We then changed the financial system with the Basel III agreements, which forced the banks to lend less and to hold more treasuries. Why? There's going to be a lot of supply of treasuries. The whole system, everybody's aware that it's broken. It broke. So what is going on now? Well, for it to actually broke, the down 90%, it's all going to be 1929 again. Can't you just see it? You're missing the point. They're debasing the currency by 15% a year. It adds up to a staggering loss of wealth. It is a tax that you don't see. 15% a year debasement is easier than increasing your tax rate 15%, which is politically unacceptable, which is what they need to do to pay the debt, because the printing of money just debases the currency. So you are paying it. We're all paying it. You can't have assets going down 90%, the core collateral of the system, if they're debasing the currency, because they go up optically because the currency is going down. The Venezuelan stock market goes up in Bolivar terms and down in dollar terms, right? So therefore, if your collateral keeps going up, which is what they learned in 2008, is we can backstop the entire thing by debasing the currency quickly, the collateral goes up, and hey presto, my debts aren't so bad. Okay, magic. It's not magic, as you know. It's a sleight of hand. It's not pure magic. What they're doing is robbing you in a different way. Okay, this has happened before. This is exactly what happened in the 1940s and 50s. Saddled with massive debts after World War II, the large economies did the same thing. Financial repression, they had yield curve control, which is buying of government bonds, keeping interest rates low, which we've seen, and they just printed money. And over time, the value of the debt had eroded. And what they'd managed to do was create a productivity miracle, which drove GDP growth.
The amount of Bitcoin in BlackRock's Spot Bitcoin ETF could overtake crypto asset manager Grayscale's GBTC within the next 3 weeks, assuming no drastic changes in current flows. As of March 22, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF held 238,500 Bitcoin (BTC) on its books, worth $15.5 billion at current prices, but has touted an average daily inflow of approximately $274 million, roughly 4,120 in new Bitcoin entering the fund every day. Meanwhile, Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, reports that it still holds an estimated 350,252 BTC, worth $23 billion at current prices. It has been experiencing an average daily outflow of roughly $277 million, or roughly 4,140 BTC daily, over the last fortnight. Assuming no drastic changes in the rate of the inflows and outflows, BlackRock could overtake Grayscale in terms of total Bitcoin held by April 11. This date could come even closer if BlackRock's inflows were to return to the prior week's daily average inflow of 7,200 Bitcoin, meaning the flip could occur in 10 days. BlackRock is going to flip Grayscale soon, George Tung said. I say within the next 2 weeks, it's going to happen. If BlackRock surpasses Grayscale, it will officially become the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin in the world.
Everybody's going to feel like they're not getting ahead. Everybody feels this, right? And you're right. Somewhere hidden within all of this has been an ongoing depression from 2008 for the average person. Not for a tech company, not for certain parts of society, but most people have been in a miserable mess for a long time. Their wages haven't gone up, their costs have gone up. It's been terrible. And they're like choked with debt. They can't pay their kids to go to university. They can't afford retirement savings. Yeah, I agree. It's been bad for a long time. I just think we're using the wrong framing. There's 76 million people in the United States who are over 70 years old now. Right, you've got a demographic cliff in front of your face. It's happening in Europe. South Korea got to a 0.7 replacement rate right now. Right, we've got a population collapse coming. Maybe those young kids are dead right. They should not be doing any of this stuff because it's all worthless. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe they can see what the future is for them, which is they're going to be replaced pretty quick. The reason you don't want to hire these people is you don't need to. That's the dirty truth here, and we'll need to hire less of them. What is happening is a much larger disruption, but it's not in the way of the past. It's always so easy to say the past is going to repeat. Sure, but in different ways. There is whole revolutions happening in front of us that are going to shape society in ways we can't yet understand. And we're looking back saying, well, maybe the dollar gets trashed. It's like, oh my God, can't you see what's in front of us? Now, I'm an optimist. I think there's a path that we figure it out, but I don't think it's going to be without volatility. But it's going to be driven by that and not that. That is known.
And that is AI, robotics.
That forward is AI, robotics, longevity, so many structural changes, cracking its entire human genome and figuring out medicine, so much to deal with. That is, well, we spent too much money, we're debasing the dollar, we're going to have a hyperinflation. It's like, yeah, tell me something we don't know. Tell me something we don't understand. We don't understand that. That's scarier.
On March 18, GBTC notched a staggering $643 million in net outflows, its largest day of bleeding on record. While the flows leaned up a little in the following days, the heightened volume of outflows saw several analysts warn of potential downward volatility in the price of Bitcoin. Senior Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas wasn't too concerned by the GBTC-led outflows and predicted the exodus could be over almost entirely within the next few weeks. Additionally, Balchunas speculated that the majority of last week's outflows came from bankruptcies of crypto firms such as Genesis and Digital Currency Group due to their size and consistency. On March 10, BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF officially outpaced MicroStrategy's holdings of the cryptocurrency. As of the time of publication, MicroStrategy holds 214,246 BTC on its books after purchasing an additional 9,000 BTC on March 19. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Zella. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.